to my kitchen. My name is Beverly, and this is my brother Steve and my sister Barbara. And on today's episode of Cooking with Love, we're going to be showing you some of our favorite salads.
Now, with the nicer weather happening and summer around the corner, we thought we'd share some salads that are great to prepare for having picnics or barbecues or any kind of family get-together. Barbara, what are you making for us today?
I'm making potato salad the way my grandmother and my mother used to make it. Big family favorite.
Beth, how about you?
Today I'm going to be showing you my version of a pasta or macaroni salad, and it came from my good neighbor Joy over 20 years ago.
And I'm going to be showing you how to make a Caprese salad. My grandmother used to make this for us. It is a southern Italian dish. Very, very simple. The secret of a good Caprese salad is using very fresh ingredients. We ready to get started?
Yes.
Yes. The ingredients for our potato salad are potatoes, and today I'm using russet potatoes. You can use any kind you like. Yukon Gold makes a great potato salad, or red potatoes. I'm going to boil these in salted water. I'm going to boil some hard-boiled eggs, fresh celery chopped up. I have some fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh, you can use a little dried. Chop an onion, salt, pepper, paprika. I'm going to use mayonnaise, and the secret ingredient that I've learned to add is a little bit of sour cream. It adds extra texture and creaminess. So let's get started. Our potatoes have cooked about 20 to 25 minutes till fork tender. I've drained them and they are cooled in a strainer. And the first thing we do is just peel the skin off. And it comes off pretty easy. I like to keep the skins on. They don't get so mushy after. So I'm going to peel and chop all these potatoes and put them in the bowl. Once the potatoes are done, I'm going to add my hard-boiled eggs. They're peeled and cooled, and just chop them up into small pieces also. Our potatoes are all done and chopped, and they look like this. They will get a little smaller as you mix it. The next step is to finely chop some hard-boiled eggs, and I'm going to add them to the salad. You don't want the whites to be too big, so I chop them finely. And we'll add them to our salad. I'm ready to mix the potato salad. I've blended together the potatoes and the eggs. So I'm going to add some chopped celery, and I'll list how much I use at the very end. And again, it's according to taste. I'm putting in some chopped onion. If you don't like onion, you don't have to add it. Some fresh parsley. I add a little bit of paprika. My mom always did that to the potato salad. And then I add some to the top after. I'm going to start putting in some mayonnaise, again according to taste, but I will leave the ingredients how much I use at the end. And you don't want it too dry. If it's a little bit wet, that's okay, because it firms up when you have it in the refrigerator. Salt and pepper to taste. Start mixing it, and I'm going to add some sour cream. Usually it's about a quarter cup sour cream to every 3/4 cup of mayonnaise that I add. And this will need a little bit more mayonnaise, but I want to start mixing it. The sour cream gives it an extra creaminess. Our potato salad is all mixed. I usually smooth the top out a little. I add some sliced egg just for decoration to the top. Some people slice olives and use it. Okay. I'll add just a little sprinkle of paprika and finish it off with just a little bit of parsley. You don't have to add parsley to the top if you don't want. Now this has to chill at least a couple of hours, but it's always best to make it the day before and put it in the refrigerator overnight.
The ingredients we need to make my pasta salad are baby shells, frozen baby peas, tomato, which we're going to seed and dice, scallions, which we're going to chop, fresh dill, which we're going to chop, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. Now, in the original version, my neighbor used to put crab meat in, or you could use tuna fish, but today I'm just going to be making it plain. I put a pot of water on, salted, to boil my pasta, and you're going to cook that according to the directions on your pasta. And now I'm going to chop my vegetables. We'll start with the scallion. Take the little ends off. We want to chop this in little pieces. This is one bunch. Now we want to take some of our dill. Depending on how much dill you like. And we want to chop that into little pieces. And now we're going to seed our tomato. So what I do is I cut it up and I just basically take the seeds out. This one doesn't have too many seeds. If a seed or two gets in there, it's okay. But you want it to be as dry as possible. And you could add 1 large tomato, 2 large tomatoes. It's your preference. Now we want to chop this up into little tiny pieces. And when the pasta boils, we're going to drain it and let it cool before we assemble the dish. We're going to save the frozen peas till the end. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we're ready to go. My pasta has been cooled in the refrigerator. I'm going to say about 20 minutes. And now I'm going to start by putting a little bit of mayonnaise first to mix with the pasta. Mix that up a little bit to get some incorporated. And I need a little more pasta, mayo. we're going to start to add some of the other ingredients. Just toss it all together. Throw in our tomato, our scallion. This piece is too big. Our fresh dill, a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of pepper, we'll mix that. And then we'll throw in our frozen peas. Mix that all together. And let that chill for a little while. If you feel like you need more mayonnaise after it sits for a little bit, add a little bit more mayonnaise. This is ready to go.
The ingredients we need to make the caprese salad are fresh tomatoes. These are garden tomatoes. They're always best if you grow your own tomato or go to a farmer's market and get good tomatoes. Some fresh mozzarella. You could also use the smoked mozzarella, works really well with this recipe. And fresh basil leaves. The first step we also need some olive oil and good balsamic vinegar to drizzle over the top of the tomato and the mozzarella, and a little bit of salt and pepper. The first step, we're going to cut up our tomato, and we're going to make it about 1/8 of an inch thick. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper now at this point. Now we're going to slice our mozzarella. And place a slice of mozzarella over each slice of tomato. Now we're going to take our basil leaves and just combine them. We're going to slice these. I'm going to sort of roll them up and slice them thinly. And then loosen them up, and we're going to drizzle over each one. The basil smells delicious, very fragrant. All right. And the last step is a little bit of olive oil. And a little bit of balsamic vinegar. This is a good aged balsamic. And that's it. Our caprese salad is finished. Very simple and easy to do.
We're all ready for our taste test now, and we're going to be enjoying our salads.
Potato salad's excellent.
Thank you.
Very creamy.
Mind you of the old days?
Mm-hmm. Just like Grandma and Ma used to make.
Pasta salad's excellent, Bev.
Thank you very much. And your tomato and basil and mozzarella is very light and refreshing. Nice summer dish.
The
Oh,
dill
definitely.
really adds a nice
Yeah,
flavor.
The dill has a lot of flavor, and the scallions in there just add a little bit of bite to it.
I think we did a great job.
This is delicious. All we need now is a nice hamburger or hot dog to go with it. And
What do you say, Bev?
Yeah?
We're
Okay.
ready for a picnic.
Okay, let's turn the grill on.
Enjoy.
All right, we'll see you on the next episode.
Take care.